No voice. I heard somebody say no voice, no sound. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to join me. I appreciate it. The sound is fine now. All right, we got 58 people that are here. Make sure you guys hit that like button as soon as you get in here. It does help out with the channel. It helps out growth and all that stuff there. So feel free to go ahead and do that. Also, if you guys want to start, there's still no sound. Someone said the sound is okay, but then now people are saying there's still no sound. Sound is fine. Okay now. All right, you're good on my side. Perfect. It's great to hear. So trade with Margex. If you guys want to, you could trade with Margex. I really like using this platform. Come on, man. I hate when YouTube does this. Also, I need to change the thumbnail and the title over in Rumble, so I apologize for that. Let's pin this message, copy this message, and put this over in the Rumble chat. Go live. We do have 609 followers on Rumble, so thank you guys for following whoever has followed. Whoever's watching over there, I appreciate you guys. I guess I gotta change the title first. I did do my update on the crypto market this morning over in Patreon. If you guys want to go and check that out, that was like maybe 10 minutes ago that I uploaded that. We will be going into a little bit of a market update there, but I try to go in depth on a lot of those things, and I'm going to try and do those like every morning to see what's happening within the market. I think that'll be very beneficial for everyone to see what's going on, and then even go further in future videos of going through different news that's happening within the day. So feel free to check out my Patreon if you guys are interested. We also have community chats where you can do that, as well as we have the HG Access Patreon, where it includes multiple YouTubers that have different live streams, different videos, different alpha plays, and all of that stuff. Feel free to check that out. The link is in the description. But let me go ahead and change this. And save. Come on. There we go. All right. How many people are on X as well? Let's see. We have 18 people that are watching on X. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking away and doing everything you do. Sound is good. Okay, Matt, watching from Nigeria. Thank you for watching. What time does the approval get posted? There's no like set time, from what I understand, that there's a to say that this is the approval, this is going to happen. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be live now, post what I need to post video wise, and then be live the rest of the day. I don't know. I think that might be the case. I might be live for a very, very long time, depending on, the amount of viewers here. If it ends up being like thousands of viewers, I'm not sure, right? I don't know. If it ends up being a lot of viewers, then I do have a Patreon meeting with somebody today, a one-on-one with somebody today that I don't really want to postpone, but we will see how everything plays out there. And if need be, what we'll do is we could put things on pause and pause the stream and then come back without having to make another stream, if that's the case. But right now, I think we're really gonna just set on whatever the crypto market is whatever is going to happen within it, the news that we can find within it, and we'll be live for probably a long time. What's going on with the Gary decision? So I don't know if you saw the tweet that went out yesterday. There were so many funny memes. One that I retweeted where you had the Cheeto, right? You had It's just hilarious where you had this, you had the SEC Twitter account security, where you have the Cheeto as the thing. You just, I died out laughing when I saw that the first time. I was like, yeah, this is hilarious. And a lot of other people did as well. I mean, you got 320K views on it by itself, as well as the 6.4K. And this was just a comment on um, Gary Gensler or the SEC's post that was there. So, yeah, I'm very cold down here. BlackRock just announced lowering the fee for ETFs to 0.25%. That's good. Guys, hit the like button. Will there be an investigation? Bitcoin lost about $45 billion at the time of denying the tweet from Gary. Yeah, I mean, that's something that's tough. From what I understood, from what I understand, they're not going to investigate themselves. So there's probably going to be no investigation on if there was any type of manipulation in any way. But it was just funny to see that you had this come out. A lot of people were like, I saw on Twitter, there were so many people that were retweeting it and everything that was happening there. And then all of a sudden, boom, it's like, I didn't see it when it first happened. I saw the tweets that were coming out and yeah, I was just getting spammed with notifications there. And we saw Bitcoin that rose, but then it instantly, fell because things were not real, right? It wasn't real. Um, And yeah, a lot of people in the comments were like, like, if you can't even get your Twitter account or your social media under control or secure, what makes you think that you can be the most secure for to care about crypto or to give any type of advice for cryptocurrency? What does the ETF approval mean? So it means that it's approved for that so that people can invest in that ETF, just like how you invest into any other ETF. Depending on where you invest and what the fees are, you might want to invest into that play. I saw your video last night on Lunic. It's crazy to see how divided the community or the Luna community is right now. Really hope it doesn't affect the growing price. So I think it does affect the long term price because it's just like the way that the community is completely divided, like you said, it's something that's just confusing because everybody has their own side. They're always like, oh, well, I believe that this should happen. I believe that this should happen. That's understandable. You believe that that should happen. However, if you're tearing down people in the community rather than trying to find a solution, trying to find a middle ground. It's not going to help out Terra Luna Classic overall. And it just pissed me off, and it still gets me upset because um, we could be so much further in the Terra Luna Class community. We could be so much further, and we don't have to see a 1% burn tax. We don't have to. I can agree that we have a 0.5% tax. Let's push that. Let's figure the tax out and see some sort of burning because everything that we're building utility wise on chain is not enough. We need to see off chain volume get taxed as well, and we all need to support that. But there are people that are not. But then, like, I don't understand why they wouldn't. CRO looking like a snack at these prices. Is it? I haven't checked it out today. I've been looking at certain things in the market, but definitely haven't checked that out today. Let me go and look at. So yeah, CRO is definitely looking like a snack at these prices. I'd agree. I'm very cold here. I need to turn off this. I need to turn off the heat because then my camera tends to overheat, and I don't want that to overheat because it's a mirrorless camera that only lasts like 50 minutes on especially when it gets hotter down here, it really only lasts like 10 minutes. So I'm going to make sure, and I don't even know why. Like, it's not recording anything. If it was recording, I can understand, but it's not truly recording. It's just the image is on so that you can display that image. So I don't understand that. ETH is up. I did see ETH was up quite a bit. Again, CRO is definitely looking like a snack, right? Like someone said. We're seeing a 8.7 cents, 8.7 cents price. looking at a $2.2 billion market cap with $13 million worth of volume. Definitely something that I wanted to end up investing, continue to invest like more. Right now, it's below my cost basis. And I've made it my mission to not invest more, but just gather more. But I want to start taking a certain amount and investing more into CRO, and get up to 100,000 and 200,000 and 300,000 and all of that. I want to stay at 100,000, but if we can say that where we are is lower than our cost basis, I will take that any day of the week. My cost basis is like 12 cents. I invested $10,000 at 12 cents. So you invest, or you see basically what I do have, which is closer to like 80 or 90,000 as I'm gaining more. So I want to maybe buy 1,000 here, 1,000 there, which honestly isn't extensive. So we'll see. I know I want to buy a lot more XRP, but I'm also going to continually buy more CRO, a very small amount of CRO, as I'm gathering CRO from the rebates, as well as the cards, the debit cards, and all of that. Sorry about the cold. Nigeria is warm. I absolutely despise the cold. I am not a cold person. I am a tropical person. I only love warm weather. I don't like hot weather either. Like I need something in the middle, but I'd rather have hot weather than have cold weather. Like I can stand a like one of those cold baths, but I can't, like, I don't know. Like, you go into one of those like cold, um what's it called, cold, it's like a cold bath for like sports. When I used to do that for football, I loved it because it would make your body feel great, but no way did I want to be outside in the cold for a longer period of time. And after I got out of that, I was instantly like warming my body up because I hate the cold. Cold plunge, there you go. Yeah, I was doing that all the time for football before and after practice, which before practice was probably not great because it's not good on your muscles, but um yeah, it was something that really helped me out during response ETF should be in 50 minutes. The response to the ETF should be in 50 minutes. What makes you say that? Dump for sure. What's your take on Twitter X investigation about the SEC hack? Some things sus. I feel like they gave Gary a pass. Yeah, I mean, there should be an investigation, but it seems like they're not going to investigate themselves. I don't think so. And if they do, it's going to be a piss poor investigation. Like it's not going to be anything that actually, um, holds any weight, I would say. Again, guys, I have a link to Margex in the chat. If you guys want to start trading with Margex, feel free to trade with Margex. Let me go ahead and refresh this. Let me get over here. I'll have my referral link in the chat as well. Let me get over here. There we go. So yeah, I'll have my referral link in the chat. Definitely check that out. I'm currently up on a lot of positions, not every position. I did just invest into Dogecoin here with 15x leverage, and I'm down about 1%. I'm also down on my BNB play by 29%. I'm up on my comp play by 22%, 63% for my other comp play, 97% for Caspa, 56% for Sol, 27% down, 23% down for these two, which is XRP and AVAX. And then I'm up 674% for BTC. I was up 1,000+% on that, and I was up even more as it did go to 48. So yeah, I was really hype around that, but again, it ended up decreasing. And if you guys want to start trading with Margex, start trading with leverage. Again, you protect yourself by doing isolated leverage, so that whatever you invest, that's the only amount that you could lose, right? If you invest at the wrong time, or if you feel like you invest at the wrong time. So hopefully things remain steady. and we see them skyrocket, because I want them to be well over where these cost bases are so I can see this portfolio work out. But it all depends, because crypto does fall pretty heavily. When you see things fall, like it falls quite a bit. Good morning. Hope everything is well. Yeah, it's pretty good. I can't complain. Also, if you guys want to check out my Patreon, I have my Patreon and I have the HG Access Patreon down below. And let me go into the public view for Patreon. But yeah, if you want to go in here, check out my Patreon. I have different levels, where the first level is more towards community and conversation. So typically I'm going to have a lot of things over in the community's chats, to where we can talk about different things, as well as having the Discord if you want to reach out to me privately, or have the one-on-ones. Those usually flow through there. But then we also have market updates and different things associated there. Daisy, can you not? What is your problem? Come here. Come here. Don't meow, want attention, and then run away. But yeah, you can definitely check those out. Market updates and different things that I do over there. Feel free to support the channel in that way. But if we look at the entire market, we're seeing that Bitcoin is down by 3%. Ethereum is actually up, and that's up by 4% on the day, approaching the 2,400 level. Honestly, that should already be there, in my opinion. If we look at BNB, that's down by 2%. Solana's down by 4% at a $97 price. XRP is kind of flat, but still down by 1%. Cardano is down by 2%. Avalanche down by 4%. So things are definitely falling quite a bit. Sir, by the end of 2024, what's your XRP prediction? My XRP prediction, thank you for the super chat, by the way. It's probably going to come up any second now. But my XRP prediction for...
Commando Spawn donated $2 through super chat. Sir, by the end of 24, what's your XRP prediction?
Yeah, I think... Ew. I now have cat hair in my mouth because I touch my mouth every time I think. Every time I think, I'm like right here, and I just have daisy fur on me. It's disgusting. So my prediction for XRP for the end of 2024, I just want to see a price of somewhere close to the $10 mark. I believe it can go a lot further, but I think this is going to be like you're getting towards the halfway mark in the year when you do have the decision. And then you have like kind of implementation, and depending on what's happening, and you may have an appeal from the SEC, which would suck. So I'm kind of giving it its room, and definitely saying that I'm looking for, that $10 price, which honestly would be like a $500 billion market cap. Like that's where I'm kind of approaching. That's what I'm looking for. And within that time period, I will have certain levels that I take my initial investment on, right? So as it does get to some of those levels, I will take 3,000 coins or however many thousand coins to get my initial investment. And then, I don't know exactly how much I will have invested at that time, and I hope that I have a decent amount, but that's kind of where my prediction is for XRP. But again, it's all based on speculation on the things that should happen, but not 100% will happen. Does that make sense? Let me continue to look up crypto news and see what's happening there. So the X account compromised to falsely say Bitcoin ETF approved. We saw that was 4 hours ago. Spot Bitcoin ETF mostly priced in as false approval got muted reaction. I don't know what they're talking about, because the approval jumped. It ended up increasing Bitcoin to 48K. So I don't know why they said it got a muted reaction. I don't really know what that truly means, if I'm looking at it the right way. Binance will delist these 9 cryptocurrencies. What are we seeing from Crypto Potato? What are they delisting? What's the 9 cryptocurrencies? I'm trying to go through. The world's largest crypto exchange by volume will delist 9 spot trading pairs, including LTC. They're trading pairs. Floki to TUSD, Kaz to BNB, Kadi to BNB, so and others. It seems like they're just trading pairs, not delisting cryptocurrencies altogether. They're delisting trading pairs. When they delist a cryptocurrency, that's like fully delisting everything, and there's no other volume that can go on there. That's kind of a play on words, honestly. They are delisting on January 12th, but it looks like trading pairs and not just an overall position. So it's funny how you can twist words like that. I know how that happens. XRP is here for the long haul and will change the world. Don't put all your eggs into one basket, though, people. There will be other projects making big, shorter term gains. I agree with you. 100% agree with you. Daisy is hungry. No, she's not. I fed her. She just wants attention. This chair is shrinking. So I don't know what's going on with this chair. Don't buy this. I don't know if you guys have one of these chairs, but I've had it for probably a year now. Maybe a year, a little bit, maybe a little bit over. And it's been shrinking. Like it, not the chair itself. Like it's not a smaller chair. Like it's, it like falls on its own. And I don't know what's going on, why it's falling on its own. I try to adjust the handle that tells you whether it goes in or out, whether it's locked or not. And I have it locked and it still ends up falling. I don't know. It's bothering me though, because as I go through the video, you'll see me get shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. It's because of the chair. Just had to restart my stream. Okay, I don't know what was going on. 400 people in here, 85 likes. Slap the like button, guys. Show some love. Yeah, definitely do that. We have 400 people, like you said, 85 or 89 likes right now. Feel free to hit that like button. It does help out the stream, helps out the channel. Is there anything? Let's see. When will spot BTC ETF be approved? When will it be approved? No, it's not approved. What time will we see approval? It may happen at any time during the day. Somebody said it's going to happen within the hour. Keep doing what you're doing, Matthew. You're the one of a kind to listen to in this crypto space. I appreciate that. Thank you for that super chat. And I'm sure the text to speech will come up at any moment, but I really do appreciate that. I love the kind words, and yeah, I try to make everything as real as possible, and I understand the peaks of things. I understand the lows of things, and some people may look at certain things and go, "Hey, what you're saying is not realistic," and sometimes the conversation may not be as realistic. What said in the conversation or the question is not realistic, but the conversation is definitely valid. It makes sense for us to have. So I do appreciate the super chat. That was your first super chat on the live stream, and I want to let you know that I really do appreciate it a lot.
Abeem donated £10 through super chat. Keep doing what you're doing, Matthew. You're one of a kind to listen to in this crypto space. Thumbs up.
Thank you. Do you have any gems? Do I have any gems? So my gems within the crypto space, for me, I'm stating just for me. One of my gems that I believe is going to be a bigger mover, a bigger player, and make a decent amount of money is going to be, Jasmine Coin is a gem for me. It is at a $200 million market cap, so maybe more on the higher side for some of these larger gems that people are looking for. But I definitely see that as a major mover, major player, within the game. We also see Krill and Harvest Finance that I have a decent amount invested into. I believe Harvest Finance can easily get up to $1,000 per coin with only 700,000 coins that are available. I think Krill Coin has a lot of upside to it as well. These are two players that I have a decent amount invested into. I already made 9,000 with Harvest Finance, so I'm already in the positive with that. I did invest, you know, some of that money after I made the 9,000. I left a lot in there and then invested more and made like $1,000 over on crypto.com, where I sold that position down in kind of the bear market, because I went from $27 up to 50, $50, and I invested $1,000. So from that $27 mark, where I invested in 10 or 100, I don't know how much it was. It was get me $1,000 basically, and then I ended up doubling that to 2,000, and that's where I took that profit. So total actually is $10,000 that I made from Harvest Finance, but I feel like this is definitely a bigger player with less supply, and it is available in S tier exchanges, so that's a big deal. So yeah, and then I have some other ones like Anchor. I think is a good play. Cosmos, obviously. Um, um, ALCX, I think, is a good play as well. I am down $32 on it, but I think it's going to be something that does make a bigger move. And it's currently at, like, I believe, tens of millions of dollars worth of a market cap. Yeah, so $54 million market cap, I feel like can go a lot further than where it is. And I'm going to probably invest, if it does find a way to decrease more back down at like $25, I probably will find a way to invest more into it. But yeah, those are some gems for me. And there's some other ones, right? Like Grok and stuff like that. Hey Matt, any gaming projects you're looking into? I know Gala is one. Any other ones you like? So I do like Beam. I was thinking about investing more into Beam. I have Beam over in MetaMask. I only have a little bit of it though. I kind of got in, not at a lower level, but lower than where it is. I do want to purchase more, and I like what they have to offer and what I've seen on their website. I like the trials games. Like I'm a big fan of those type of games, and from what we see there, they have a connection there. So I like Beam. I'm also looking into Prime. I put that on Patreon, I believe, a while ago and said that this looked interesting. The way that it moved over on Coinbase was definitely an interesting take. And then there's some other ones that are lower that I actually plan on putting out a gaming video later today. So let me go ahead and um, see which one's there. So yeah, I do plan on putting out a video later today on gaming, but I want to go more in depth with like the top 10 gaming plays, because I want to look all around, right? I want to look at things that are worth, $1 million market cap, $100 million market cap, a $1 billion market cap, multiple $1 billion market cap. Obviously, I don't want to invest a crazy amount, but I want to be kind of early in the game. If it's going to be a major player, I want to be early in on it, right? Let's see. All right. Let's see. So we got 417 people that are here. Thank you guys for watching. Let's check how many people we have over on um, X, or not X, Rumble. We have 17 people on Rumble. Have you heard of PKR? Have I heard of that? I have not. Is it brand new? Let me look it up before I bring up my screen. Is it poker? It's supposed to be like a poker type of thing, like a card game there. It's sitting at a $1.7 million market cap. Is that it? I feel like my video is like lagging. Maybe. I don't know. So yeah, is that it? Is it Polker? Polker? Let's see. 6 people that are watching on X. Thank you guys for watching. So, hope you're doing well. What's your opinion on XAI or SEI? So, I've barely looked into SEI. Um, yeah, I barely looked into SEI, but I haven't really like dove into what they are. But I can go into it again. I mean, right now it's down by 10%. It is up to a $1.5 billion market cap. So the growth that we've seen within this, you've kind of missed that growth by a lot. So with that being said, sorry. With that being said, I wouldn't like I'm not making a move into it because of that missed growth and the fact that you have 23% of the supply that's out there. I get kind of thrown off by dilution, like a lot by dilution. So when I see 23% of the supply, that's of the total supply, it's something that doesn't sit well with me, meaning that the entire market cap, fully diluted market cap, would be a $6.5 billion market cap. Has it had a history of getting up to that point? If you look at all history, no. But it also doesn't have much history, so you don't really know what it should be worth. It could be worth something way more, depending on what the what it is. And honestly, I don't know what it is. I can dive into it, but we have the availability on Coinbase to have it, Binance to have it. I just feel like they may be like missed opportunities. So yeah, SEI is the first sector-specific layer one blockchain specialized for trading to give exchanges an unfair advantage. Why would you want to give exchanges unfair advantage? Decentralized exchanges are the killer of crypto. What? They are everywhere, spanning much further than just AMMs or and order books. DEXs are just as prevalent across NFTs and gaming as well. One of the decentralized exchanges. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me, at least. Another example of an exchange. Wait, sorry. NFT Marketplace is another example of an exchange. Most games in crypto have built-in exchanges for users to trade the in-game NFTs and tokens. DEXs command the larger network effect. Major ecosystems get built around them. Ironically, decentralized exchanges are also the most underserved applications in crypto. They demand a unique level of requirements for reliability and scalability and speed that no other apps need. If the large exchange does go down for a few moments, it is catastrophic. But the same downtime far more tolerable for most other application types. Historically, DEXs have succeeded in spite of the drawbacks of existing layer one blockchains. I'm not sure what is going on here. Maybe I read that wrong. I'm unfair advantage. Like you're saying, sorry, specialized for trading to give exchanges an unfair advantage. Got you. To give them an unfair advantage, not to provide them an unfair advantage. Okay. DEXs are the killer of crypto. Are the killer app of crypto. Are the killer, I just can't read, I guess. Decentralized exchanges are the killer app of crypto. Yeah, that's what dyslexia will get you. But still, like, um, that's sort of interesting to me because the way that I read it, it was like it was going one way and then everything else kind of went the other way. So I understand where that comes from. So more towards DEXs rather than CEXs. Got you. Which is where we want to go, honestly. And I believe we will head towards that space anyways. But like we're looking at a 23% of the total supply. It really just doesn't sit well with me because there's a lot of dilution that happens within it. Now, if you could see it worth way more than 6 billion, then you have a lot of upside to it. However, if you don't see it worth way more than 6 billion, then it may be something that you end up losing through dilution. Like you remember what happened with Jasmy Coin as people were invested at $4, were invested at $1, were invested at 25 cents. no matter what, you saw this decrease because of the dilution that happened within it. SCI, another project available on Coinbase and not available for New Yorkers. Yeah, that, I don't know what New York's problem is. SHIB won't do anything. It's dead. Casper and XRP. I can't say that SHIB is dead, but we definitely have. We don't really have the true path forward and how we're going to burn the entire supply. But it also doesn't have a use case to it. It is purely just a meme coin or a meme token. Your show is the best on YouTube. What do you think about Clee before the bear market? Before the bear market, I made 30 grand on it. It would love your opinion, or you would love my opinion. So I don't know what Clee is, but let me go ahead. And if you made 30 grand on it, fantastic. Congratulations on making that much money on one play. A lot of people can't do that. I've even made $30,000, but I didn't actually make it realized, right? I made only 4,800 realized. And if I would have invested more, I would have made probably $30,000, but maybe even $40,000. But, not everybody can do that and make that much money. So let me go ahead and, you said Clee? Is that what it is? Is that the position that's sitting at a $1 million market cap with $5,000 worth of volume? You never talked about Shiba Doge before, because I'm not a fan of Shiba Doge. The reason why is because it's bringing in two different memes to make a meme of itself. It's never going to have the level of success that something like a Shiba or Doge actually has, and it's just living off of that other meme. If you're creating a brand new meme like a Lucky's Leprechaun, or like a Grok or something like that, then yes, we could see that absolutely flourish and has the possibility of growing to a lot further of a price. However, things that are modeled off of other things, it just doesn't sit well with me. And that's just my opinion, right? You can make money off of these plays, 100% can make money off of these plays, but it's not something that sits well with me as something that I want to get into for an investment for the long term. It would purely just be a short-term play. Guys, we have 500 people that are here and we have 151 likes. If you guys can hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. It does help out with growth. It helps out with people noticing the channel and all of that stuff there. So feel free to hit that like button. I would really, really appreciate it, honestly. Also, if you guys want to sign up for Margex, you want to start trading with Margex today, you can trade on this platform with up to 100x leverage if you want to. And some things are like 25x leverage, some things are 50x leverage, and you're able to protect yourself a lot as long as you select. If you want to know more about leverage trading, you can feel free to join the Patreon and we can talk about it back and forth and exactly what you want to do. How you can start leverage trading. I have a whole entire section on leverage trading. Let me see if I can bring that up. I have a whole entire section on leverage trading to where if I go to my collections, I have 6 different videos on leverage trading and different videos on buys, right? I have, market updates that I've just started doing, and I have 2 of those. But yeah, I have, leverage trading here. So if you want to learn more about it, I have, basically not really like a school, but just different pieces. If I feel like I find a better strategy, I talk about that. If I feel like you may need to know something to create discipline, I talk about that there. Feel free to check out, Margex. The link is in the chat, or you can sign up and, start leverage trading today. And you can leverage trade with 5x. That's what I'm doing with a lot of these plays that are here. Leverage trading with 5x. Some of them are down significantly. I'm only investing with a small amount, like BNB. I may be investing with like $14 and being on a 15x leverage, or $10 and being on a 15x leverage, whatever. And then, some other ones I'm investing with $10. Some other ones I am investing with a decent amount, like the XRP. I believe I'm investing with about $200, and I am down 200 or 26%. And that's about $71 down. But you can see all of the green that is there as well. And this is mainly just a test run to see if I can do it long term rather than short term. I've been doing it short term and I've been having success, but the long term is kind of where the larger amount of money can be made with a smaller investment. So you can have a $10 investment and do a 100x, or you can have a $100 investment and do a 5x leverage. If you feel as though the market is going to explode anyways and you're giving yourself room, right? So with a 5x, you may give yourself room of like, if it drops by 20%, the overall position drops by 20%, then you get liquidated within that position. However, if it skyrockets and continues to skyrocket, you make way more money because you're at a 5x leverage and you're investing with 80% other people's money and 20% your money. So it's interesting. I like the concept, but I just need to make sure that this concept works. And if we see a massive dump, then things get liquidated and it doesn't look great. But yeah, I'm hopeful for the success of the crypto market. And you can see how much I am up on some of these positions, but also how much I'm down on some of these positions. Bitcoin being the largest percentage at 600%, but there's some other things that I'm up 14%, 54%, other things that I'm down 25%, or I'm up 85%. So yeah, I can't wait to see how those play out in the end. I don't know if this was the position that you were talking about, which was at a basically a $1 million market cap for Klee. Somebody said yes, it's Poker. It's supposed to be released on Android in January. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I was looking at that for a quick second, but it obviously doesn't look like it has the major amount of popularity, but you have to build up to that popularity. And it's majority of the, it looks like it is on MEXC, which is a great thing. Open Ocean, Sushi Swap. So you can be able to hold that in your MetaMask wallet. I would imagine it's for being for decentralized applications. The issue is that, again, the supply, right? The supply is sitting at a 193 million coin supply versus the total, which is 1 billion. Fully diluted market cap is 7 million. Honestly, it could be worth more than that, but you will see dilution within it, a standard form of dilution, as years go on. So it's not something I'm a huge fan of that. Okay, go back here. Bonk is moving. The new kid on the block. Don't agree with selling a guaranteed investment for a new shiny object on the market. Cheers. So yeah, I never agree with selling an investment, a guaranteed investment for a new shiny object on the market. But Bonk is moving right now. From what I saw, it's up like 10% or something. Let's go ahead and check Bonk out really quick. So it's up 15%, sorry, 12%. It'll adjust as it gets its normal prices, but it was at 0.000016, and currently around the $1 billion market cap. I believe it did hit $1 billion. So yes, it did reach over the $1 billion mark, and you saw $574 million worth of volume. Bonk is a great play. I think it's a great meme play. How much will it be worth? I honestly think it'll be worth tens of billions of dollars. So even here, you're looking at like a 10x in what you do have. The issue with that, at least a 10x, honestly. The only issue with this is the fact that it doesn't have anything besides being a meme associated with it, right? So that's something you have to take into account. And in anything, you're going to see a level where people are like, we're not really using this as much. So what's the level that we sell at? That's the only benefit that you really gain from it, versus other things that have a massive use case or potential use case, Let's see. Somebody said something I wanted to get up here. I know you're not a fan of SHIB dev team, but do you think Shibarium and Bone will be successful? Do I think they'll be successful? I think they're already successful, sort of, right? You've already seen the volume. You've already seen Bone go from a certain level where it started up to where it is right now. I feel like it already has a level of success. Will it be more successful? Will it be able to get to $1 billion market cap or multiple hundreds of millions of dollars worth of a market cap? I mean, it has some sort of potential, but if the team is going to continue to be limited on helping out the main player in the game, which is SHIB, I think you're not going to see that level of success that you want to see. I do think that Bone has already had a ton of success. People have already made money from it, and I'm excited for them to make more money. But how far can it really go if they're not going to support the main player within the game, which is SHIB, right? So that'll be my opinion, right? Guys, make sure you hit that like button. We got 520 people here, and we almost have 200 likes. I would like to get to 250. TRB, bro. Yeah, what's happening with TRB? Is it running or what? Because I still have my TRB, which is sitting at 119 from what I saw there. Is it going to adjust? Yeah. So it's currently sitting at 120. My TRB is at a value of 150. If I come into some money, I definitely want to buy more Tellor. I feel like this has so much more upside than where it is currently, and has shown that, right? It did fall back down because you had some larger holders that are like, look, I'm holding a lot of this. I can sell a lot of this. It's sitting at a $1 billion market cap, over that $1.5 billion market cap. And I'm going to go ahead and sell that position, because you saw, I don't want to go in the last year. Let's go in the last month. You saw this go up to $600 worth of a value, but then did decrease heavily all the way down here to the lowest point, which is kind of where we are. Or 114 is the lowest point. Yeah, I see this as an opportunity. I still hold my TRB, which is sitting in my wallet at a value of 700. I am down $260 on it. You always see tough times. Whenever you invest into something, it's very tough to see that you are finding the absolute bottom. The only investment, just get this, the only investment that I found the absolute bottom with was Terra Luna Classic. That is the only investment that I found the absolute bottom with. Everything else, I find bottoms, but I know it can go maybe a little bit further, right? A little bit further down. Do I know that it's going to go down? No, I don't absolutely know that it's going to decrease down, but I'm investing into that position knowing that there's a lot more upside from where I invested to where it will be. So that's why I'm investing at these spots. It's not to say that I'm going to gain this short term, even though I kind of wanted to. I wanted to gain it short term and I wanted to see it go up to 300, which it went up to 260 or something. I just missed that point. But I wanted to see it get up to that point so that I can basically see a double in my investment, in my $1,000 investment, and then take my initial investment out, leave the rest that's in there, and it would have been great. However, we didn't see it get up to 300. We saw it get up to like 260 and then decreased from there. But longer term, it is something that I wanted to hold longer term. Like anyways, it's just I wanted to hold a longer term after I collected my initial investment. You know what I mean? So the movement was great, but I expect so much more out of TRB, and I think we are going to see that. But if I come into any money, I would love to invest a little bit more to see that upside and have maybe a good $2,000 that's invested into it, maybe a little bit more. Somebody sent a super chat. Let me see what the super chat is. Thank you for the $10 super chat. I was waiting for them to read it because I always like the text to speech. So let's wait for that.
Isaac Leeds donated $10 through super chat. Not sure if this was mentioned before, but I noticed Margex is lagging behind on their Bitcoin pricing. My guess they're protecting themselves after yesterday's volatility.
So Margex, thank you for the super chat, by the way. So Margex's prices are you're going to see are different than what you have, way different than what you have on CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap is a consolidation of all the markets that do offer a certain thing. So like say Bitcoin or Binance is at $20, or $18 or whatever, $19, and it's a consolidation of what you see within the most traded volume and what the price is trading at there. So typically you're going to see different prices with different exchanges because they all sell them for different prices, especially when you look at crypto.com. They even list it at a different price, but then sell it and buy it at a completely different price, which is weird. And like way far away from where that price is. So Like I understand if you listed at a different price based on, what the exchange is trading for, buying and selling at the same level, right? Closer to the ask or the bid. But when we talk about crypto.com, it's way closer to the ask or way closer to the bid price, um, uh, to the lowest or highest bid price, right? So you'll see a difference sometimes of like um, $1, $2. I saw that with BNB where it was like a $2 difference, and I had 10 of them that I was selling. That's $20. That's a difference. The other day it was like $30 or $40. So it's definitely a larger difference there. But yeah, Margex has a different price than what you would see here, and I don't know if it's really to protect themselves. I think it's just what they have as a listed price based on their bid and ask. Um, so currently sitting at 45,125. And if you look at Margex and you go over to, let me scroll down here, and wow, you see Dogecoin really dropping a little bit. If you go over here and you go to Bitcoin, you're going to see it currently at 44,770, wait, what is it? 44,720 or so, right? It continues to adjust. So yeah, the pricing is different. This is why I always tell people, and I said this in the HG Access live stream, is that when you're worried about the price, the real price is whatever platform you're trading on. Because if you're trading on a different platform and you look for that price to happen, it's not going to be something that adjusts based on whatever the price is somewhere else. It's going to be whatever the difference is now and where they find that price, it will be that price based on that price, not based on the difference between here and CoinMarketCap or here in Binance. Don't compare this price to another price. Look at this price, trade that price, and trade that activity, because it's going to be the same type of activity. It just may be different prices. Does that make sense? I got to skip a lot of stuff. Nighttime here, website warrior. Well, it's daytime here. It's 7:51 a.m. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, 7:51 a.m. Uh, Matt, I think the early morning streams are your bread and butter. Everyone likes to listen to crypto updates first thing in the AM. No one else does this. Hit the like button for the people. Hit the like button, people. Yes, definitely do that. We have 500 people. I would like to get to halfway between where we are with viewers and likes. Get me up to 250 likes. Um, yeah. Honestly, I would like to get to, if I can get to 500 likes, 500 concurrent viewers and 500 likes, I would be ecstatic. I would be so happy. And I'll buy more CRO if if we get to, if we get to 400 likes, I'll buy more. I'll buy more of a lot of things. I currently still have, let me check Grok because I want to see what the price of Grok is right now. Grok currently stands at about 52% of a penny. Um, yeah, so 52% of a penny. It did increase here, so up to 55, but then suddenly did decrease down to about 52% of a penny. Again, I think Grok is going to be, a decent sized position. It's not going to be the largest position in the world. I do think Grok has a lot of hype and attention that's on Twitter, and I wish they still had their Twitter account because things would be a lot different in Grok if they did have their Twitter account. I still hold 1 million of this position, and I think it's going to be worth quite a bit. And hopefully I'm right. Bro, just woke up and got to work. Can you tell me what happened with the ETF? So, what happened with the ETF was that the the SEC put out a tweet talking about how the ETF was approved. Apparently, it was a hack. They notified people that it was a hack, and a lot of people lost a ton of money because Bitcoin went from a level of like 46 up to 48, skyrocketed a little bit, and then decreased all the way down to like 44 in a very quick fashion because it's like the ETF has been approved. No, it hasn't. And it's like people invested because of that. So I don't know. it's understandable why the market kind of overreacted past where the price was. And it's because, I mean, you see things like that. You don't want to see stuff like that. I don't want to see stuff like that. I know you don't either. But today is the day. We'll see how the reaction is. Honestly, I think the reaction may be a little bit, I don't know, it might be like halted or delayed because of the fact that people aren't going to know if it's true, right? If something gets approved, unless we see a bunch of news sources that are reporting it, it's approved. They already have these articles written up probably and ready to post just so that they're first to the scene. But yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Guys, make sure you hit that like button. Again, we have about 600 people here, and we almost have 300 likes. So we went past 250, and we almost have 300 likes. So hit that like button. Elon Musk is investigating. I did see something on that. Is it true that crypto a bull run is about to happen after the halving? After the halving, still 2025. So a lot of people like to push it out so that when they are right, they have anywhere in between where we are and where it will happen. So you'll push it out to 2025 and you'll say that the bull run will be 2025 when honestly we've been in kind of the bull market for this whole time. We just aren't in altcoin season. When will altcoin season happen? That's when you start seeing Bitcoin kind of flatten out. And when Bitcoin flattens out, and everything else starts to run and takes up that dominance, that's when you see the true peak of the bull market happen. We've been in a bull market since Bitcoin hit its low of 15,000. And Bitcoin has been consistently running or consistently moving for a year plus, right? But when it comes to overall, other things have kind of fallen. Because if we look at Bitcoin, let's actually go to, yeah, let's look at Bitcoin and we'll compare like ADA's price. I always like to use ADA because I feel like that's a clear sign of like what was happening with altcoin season. So it looks like Bitcoin is really falling here. Again, did increase up to about 48, but then decreased heavily down to 45, and then now is down to about 44.6. But anyways, let's see, what was I doing? Oh, checking the compare with. So I was going to compare with Cardano. And as you compare with Cardano, you can see that, let's look at the last, maybe just all history. We look at all history and we're going to see two different charts, which you think you would see something that's kind of similar, and it was, right? Increase, boom, started to level out. This started to increase a little bit. This started to fall off. So you can see how the buildup for Bitcoin happens before the altcoin seasons happen. And then all of a sudden, everything runs up together. It decreases, right? You see altcoins that are still reaching some of these levels. You see after hitting, let's see, let's scroll back. I don't know why I did that. After hitting one of these highs here, right? Ended up decreasing here just like with Bitcoin, and then they both ran up, they both fell down. They got to about the end of 2022, and you could see what happened before, because history repeats itself, where Bitcoin runs, Bitcoin's on a consistent mover, right? Consistent gainer, and then you see ADA that has either been flat or has fallen down. Now you start to see Bitcoin that kind of maybe levels out a little bit, not really seeing as much of an increase, but you see everything that really starts to move a little bit more, and ADA gains maybe another 100% on where that price was to where that price is, right? And now you start to see Bitcoin that consistently still runs, especially with this, ETF, with the halving, with ETFs, and the halving and everything there. So you can see the opposite in what's going on. ADA falls, Bitcoin rises. The bullish market started here. The bull market started here. It's just, when is altcoin season? So again, people will say that altcoins or the bull market is not right now, but where we stand and how we looked over the last year, this is all bullish momentum. Are you investing in any Cardano blockchain projects? If so, how are you purchasing them, and where are you storing them? So currently all I have is ADA. And if you didn't know, I sold some of my ADA to put it into Grok, which may not, that's a seriously risky play. And I there's a rare chance of me doing that. Now, this is the only chance of me ever taking money out of one position and throwing it into another, right? And the reason why I did that is because I felt as though maybe the gain was a little bit limited to what I did have invested into Cardano, and I already gained $2,000 from it. And I expect to gain all of that back from Grok before we see a major push within the bull market. And hopefully Cardano is at the same price, because if so, I will reinvest that $3,000 that I took back into Cardano and keep the $7,000, or maybe even more than that, because I'll reinvest $3,000. I'm going to take about 400,000 coins of Grok at a level of 3 cents, which it's already been to, and that'll be $12,000. That'll be my initial investment plus $5,000, which I will take 3,000 of that, throw that into Cardano, back into Cardano, and then everything else will go into probably my dividend portfolio. Hopefully. But again, it's all speculation on what I'm going to do with that, and it all depends on what happens with Grok. Again, it is a speculative play. Cardano is a slow mover, so the move definitely makes sense. Grok could go from 0 to 100 real quick. That's what I was hoping for, because I've seen Grok go from 0 to 100 insanely fast, and I want to see it go from there to 3 cents, and that's all I need to see. I don't need to see anything more than that, which I will take 400,000 coins, leaving 600,000 in there for just the future of whatever Grok can be. And will that make me a Grok millionaire? Probably not. It's a possibility, but will it? I don't know. So what I'll say is that I'll invest into that, hold the 600,000, and then I'll be able to see my new strategy play out, which I will go through what my new strategy will be in a future video. It's just I haven't had the time to make it. How about Kronos? What's your prediction for this in the bull market? I have the Ruby card and want 10x and an upgrade for the Jade. So I think we're going to see in the bull market, in the peak of the bull market, as altcoins are running to a higher level, I think Kronos should be worth $3-ish. It will resist hard from $3, but it should get up to that point where maybe it's like $2.75. But before that time, as it hits like $1.50, I will be taking some profit out of it just to take my initial investment. But I have 40,000 that's staked, and that's going to be hopefully upgraded for the icy white card, because 40,000 at $1 is $40,000, meaning I can stake for the icy white card. And then I also have 31,000 that's sitting in the DeFi wallet. So total, I have 90,000. I have 40,000 sitting over here, 30,000 sitting over there, which, you're looking at 70,000, and I have 20,000 extra that I could do whatever with. So if it gets to a level, when it gets to a level of $1.25, $1.50, that's where I will take about 10,000 and take my initial investment, right? Because if it gets to $1.25, that's 12,500. That's more than what I invested in. So it would be great to take my initial investment and leave the rest that is in there for the future. And it all depends, right? If I'm gaining a lot more and I have a certain amount that I continue to invest, because right now I'm still below my cost basis. So if I continue to invest, or I invested 10,000 at a level of 12 cents, which got me about 80,000 coins. And now I have 90,000 as I gained a lot through a DeFi wallet and stuff. So I want to get up to 100,000, maybe even more than that, depending on when the bull market actually happens. Guys, we have 644 people here. If you can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. We're closing in on 300 likes, which is almost half of what the concurrent viewers are. But it's behind the overall views, because typically you want about 10%. If you can get to 10% of what the overall views are, that's where, and right now it's sitting at about 3,300 views. So, 330 likes would be amazing. So definitely hit that like button. Also, if you guys want to actively trade cryptocurrency, I suggest Margex. It's a great platform where you can do a 5x leverage. And if you truly believe in the crypto market, right, a 5x leverage, you would be investing with 80% somebody else's money, 20% your money, right? So if you invest $100, you have 5x leverage, that's $500 that you're investing. $100 is yours, $400 is through Margex. Now, if something happens and the market completely collapses, you only lose what you invested into it, not everything in your account, which is definitely interesting, unless you decide to do a cross margin, which they'll start pulling from your account. You don't want that. So yeah, definitely go ahead and check out Margex if you want to sign up and start trading with leverage today, because you can trade with as little as $10, which I do it on various positions. Yes, the market is dropping, so you see some of them that are negative. But again, these are all long-term plays that I have here. These are all going to be long-term plays that I see for the future. I'm up 500% for Bitcoin. I'm up 26%, 72%, 41%, 2% here, but I am down 35, 58, 39, and 29% on some of these plays. However, I expect them to go a lot further. And if they don't, again, this is a trial to see how the long-term aspect really works. If you can invest at any moment. I didn't specifically pick a level to where it was at the lowest point. I picked a level to where I felt like it wasn't really going to go below if I talk about fully liquidated, and then see that skyrocket, hopefully above that point, see Bitcoin at 50,000, 60,000, see whatever, XRP at a level of $1, $2, AVAX at like $100+ Solana at $200, $300. So I'm hyped to see what those can be. But definitely check out Margex if you guys are interested in trading with leverage. And if you want kind of a breakdown of like how to trade with leverage, I have a whole collection on my Patreon. If you want to go over to my Patreon here, sign up for it. If you are a profit hands level or above, that's where you do get these collections that are here. Anything else is just communication. And if you want to talk about it, we can. But anyways,
Haitian
we have
Lola donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Uniswap long?
Am I long on Uniswap? So this is my one issue that I have with Uniswap or swap tokens. I don't know if swap tokens will be a thing for forever, right? Because the swaps itself, they're very beneficial right now. Will they be beneficial in the future? I don't know, right? Because you're seeing now MetaMask that now is allowing you to buy and sell your cryptocurrency. They're allowing you to swap for various prices to where you're getting like the best prices you can get based on various places that they trade through. And honestly, I feel like you're getting like kind of like a booking.com experience where you're like, and maybe you're not a fan of booking.com, you might not be, but you're getting a booking.com experience to where you're trading or swapping on this platform, but getting various like options to do so and how much you can get for that swap. However, right now it seems like Uniswap and PancakeSwap and a lot of other things are still beneficial and are still usable. But the position itself, I think, still will be worth quite a bit until you see that fully implemented within things like, MetaMask and Trust Wallet and Coinbase Wallet and, Terra Station and all these others that you're allowing to do that. Expect 4 p.m., guys. So you want to stay live until 4 p.m.? Is that what you're saying? All in Lunic is something. Is Jasmine still a thing? Yes, it's still a thing. Matt getting in it in the futures. It's a fun but wild game. Yeah. I don't know. All of them, or all types of investing is fun and could be wild at times. The fake announcement came out right before closing bell. The announcement was dated for today. Yeah. Oh wait, you're saying like the true announcement was dated for today. So you're saying like it wasn't a fake and they weren't hacked. So is that what you're referring to? It came out too early. That they created the tweet to schedule it for later, but someone posted it instead of scheduling it. I've done that, right? I've posted a tweet instead of scheduling it like I was supposed to. Because maybe they tried to, you have people that make mistakes in some of these places where you try and send out, or you type up an email and you accidentally send it before you needed to send it, something like that. Matt, do you see Shiba burns to increase? What kind of adoption is anticipated? Why wouldn't the millions plus holders burn 100 million tokens? Um, I'm in. I'm in if you can start a movement. So this is not where we need to be. Having everybody just sacrifice some of their position that they currently hold is basically like doing a reverse split. And it makes no sense to do something otherwise. If to do this and say everybody burns 100 million, you're asking people to do a reverse split. And a reverse split is not a bad option to see, some of these levels that we want to see. However, it's not going to do anything for our position. We need to see standard volume to where the volume comes through, and people that are buying now may have like a 1%, 1%, 2%, something like that fee on top of it to burn Shiba Inu, or selling have a 1% fee to burn Shiba Inu. Doing it consistently in that way is better than you just going, hey, I'm going to give up 100 million of my position, because I don't even have 100 million, right? If every person burns 100 million, I have 93 million right now. I don't even have 100 million. So there are people that don't have that much. And the people that don't have that much, what are they going to do? You would burn a certain percentage, but 100 million or burn a certain amount, it just wouldn't work. You need to see, if you're going to see something like that, it's not going to benefit everybody to see a reverse split or to burn 100 million. But what will be a benefit is if we see something like Shibarium or something that has millions of dollars in utility that can burn off Shiba Inu. The difference between like Terra Luna Classic and Shiba Inu is that Terra Luna Classic has no utility that's burning multiple millions of dollars, or that has the potential to do so. Shiba Inu has developed all of these different things to where they could have burned hundreds of millions of dollars and have generated billions of dollars throughout all of them. You're talking about Bone, Leash, the metaverse sale of lands, the Shiba Eternity game, the partnership with Wellies, the partnership with John Richmond, the NFTs that came out of John Richmond twice, the NFTs for Shiboshis, Shibarium, Shib Identity, all of these things that they're launching, have hundreds of millions of dollars and billions of dollars that are flowing through it. And we could have seen so many burns that are happening over this past 3 years that we've been kind of supporting what the dev team is doing. For Terra Luna Classic, you don't have anything that's built to burn that much money. So you need something that's a consistent burner, so you go after the consistent volume. So I don't know. It's I don't think that's an option though. But I do like the thoughts to doing that, and a reverse split is never out of the question in my opinion. Some people look at the reverse split and go, no, I'll never gain what I can gain. But as you get closer to a certain point, a reverse split is necessary. But what is the point of the reverse split for Shiba Inu if we would do that? There's no real point, because there's no utility at a level of $1. There's no utility at a level of $3. It's just to get there so we can make money. If you talk about Terra Luna Classic, the reason why you could do a reverse split eventually, not saying now, but eventually, the reason why is because now it brings back the utility that we all want, right? And if it comes down to it, and the Terra Luna Classic community, I know this is completely off topic from the Shiba Inu side of things. If it comes down to it, and the Terra Luna Classic community doesn't really support anything, and we see it go by another 2 years and nothing happens, a reverse split is not out of the question, because then it brings back the utility that we wanted to see. Does it take away a lot of our gains? Probably. But what it does do is give us the ability to see the success of $50 billion dollars or $60 billion dollars, and get back to normal for Terra Luna Classic by seeing that. But again, that's just my opinion. Prepare for March ETF approval. You think it's going to be denied? What coin do you buy when you deposit money in Margex? Is there a benefit if it's Bitcoin, Sol, ETH, or any others? So no, I typically have USDT. If I'm trading, I typically have USDT. The good thing about Margex is that when you decide to like add margin, right? If you decide to trade with margin or trade on leverage, whatever you're trading here is what you're going to receive. So if you're trading, let's say XRP, and you love XRP, you're leveraging XRP, but then you trade BTC with that leveraged XRP, you're going to gain more XRP. You won't gain more like USDT or Bitcoin. You're going to gain more of what you leveraged, which is cool because if you have a great strategy and you want to gain a lot more XRP, you can easily gain more XRP by doing that. And then when it comes to it, you have a certain amount that you held that's still gaining value in whatever XRP is because you're utilizing it, but you still have, let's say, 900 XRP that you're using towards this leverage, and it's worth so much as time goes on. However, you're able to add to that as you make money from it. So if you decided to invest into Bitcoin here at 44 and it ended up rising here up to almost 45, you made a decent amount of money from that. If you would have done, maybe a 100x leverage or something like that, you would have made a lot of money out of it, but you also would have had a lot of risk at those points because you would have been, looking for that to kind of reverse, which this candlestick does show a lot of reversal. It's just this one right here showed a little bit more reversal than what this one shows. So maybe if you are looking by candlesticks, you can see that you have, this like hammerhead candlestick, where there's a lot of buy opportunity or buying that's happening within it. But either way, I think this is a great option. If you're interested in leverage trading. Where would be the best place to see the approval? I'm in the UK, Scotland, so no clue. I mean, at this point, it would just be Twitter. You would be able to see the approval based on there. It's just how much do you trust Twitter now because of the hack. Once Ripple do business with more U.S. banks and big businesses, the price will be higher. I think about 3 to 5 years. I don't think it'll be that long. I think we'll see a lot more business. Right now, they're already functioning in plenty of banks, and you'll see more and more. I don't know what that child is doing upstairs, stomping around, but she needs to stop. Any news on the SEC ETF? Not any brand new news, no. We can I can go and check and see what's happening. It was 48 minutes ago. It's deadline day for the SEC decision, and this came from the Wall Street Journal, which is not going to let me read it. On spot Bitcoin ETF, here's what to watch. Well, I'm not going to look at that because I won't even be able to check it out. So thank you. The SEC says it did not yet approve. That was 15 hours ago. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to go off of. Bitcoin ETF, Bitcoin spot ETF. Yeah, there's not much like real time news on whether this is going to happen or not. I'm invested in the things that I want. I'm scared. Hold me. I say by 2 or 3 p.m. today. SEC did not have their two-factor authentication on for X account. That's crazy. As far as I can throw Elon. Wait, true about as far as I can throw Elon. Maybe you're talking about something else. I just hard wait because I like the 6 hour time difference for the U.S. Oh, it's just hard because this is a 6 hour time difference. Yeah, but it's not going to take 6 hours to get the news to you. So it's just yeah, I know what you mean. It's like since we have the time difference, We have 6 hour delay, so we're gonna see the news come in 6 hours later. It's like that's not really the case. The news will come in at the same time. It's just I know what you're saying. I'm just making a joke. A horrible joke at that, but a joke nonetheless. I want a denial or a delay so the prices on crypto drop. So I don't want that. Time is for you. Wait, time is what time is it for you over there, Perry? Looks like you need a coffee, bud. I don't drink coffee, um, but it is 8:19 a.m. I'm actually pretty well rested. I've had a lot of sleep over the last couple of days or few days. Um, and the reason is I just well, I haven't slept well. The one day I slept downstairs because Hayden spilled a bunch of water on my side of the bed for some reason, and I couldn't sleep in my bed, so I had to sleep downstairs, not down here, which was a mistake. I've slept down here a couple of times, and down here is way better than sleeping upstairs. Upstairs, Daisy will sit right in front of you, and she will meow right in your face as you're in a deep sleep just because she wants attention. And then, if the dog is there, Emmy will chase Daisy back down the steps, and you'll hear this loud bang because Daisy will run through the cat door, and Emmy will chase her directly through the cat door. It's a problem. Um, yeah. Still haven't taken Christmas tree down. No, it's right there. At this point, it's not coming down until next Christmas. I'll keep it up all year. Don't tell me to take things down because they'll stay up. I'll put up another Christmas tree. I'll put up two. And then the next day I'll have three. Don't the way you said water, I'm guessing outside Philly. Yeah. Allentown or Reading. Yes. I'm good with accents. Because I say water. That's the way I say it. Are you the rich man, Matt? Nope. I have nothing. I don't even have a dollar. Do I have a dollar? Let's see. I got a dollar. Four Christmas trees added to the background. Yeah, I'll start adding Christmas trees. I'll start finding Christmas trees online. Let's see. I gotta find one. There we go. Let's save that. Aw, guess it saved it the wrong way. Not save the link. I don't want to save. I want to save the image. There we go. And now we'll add that to this page here. And we'll put another Christmas tree over here. Put one over here. Boom. Sorry that I had too many Christmas trees. Now you got another Christmas tree. Don't mess with me. I'll start adding a bunch of Christmas trees. I don't want to play this game. Um, we ain't here for crypto. Christmas trees now. I guess I will tell you to take that tree down every day because I enjoy seeing Christmas trees up late into the year. Need more Christmas trees. Don't play this game. Put Christmas tree what? Crypto ornaments on it and call it a crypto tree. Huh. Interesting. Uh, Streaming in a forest soon. Which Twitter account news to come in? So I would say the SEC, but I don't know what to assume. A lot of what you can see if you're looking for up to date news, it could come from Watchers Guru. Watchers Guru is always on top of things. I don't know if they have a team of people that are scouring the internet, but they're always on top of absolutely everything. Or Watcher Guru, not Watchers Guru. Hey, bro, what state are you in? Y'all have snow? I think the snow is gone now because it rained so much. But I'm in PA. Today not only wait, today is not the day. It's the day when they say it is. Not going to have a full forest of Christmas trees by the end of the day, probably. Could we see SHIB get to 0.000007 if the ETF is not approved? Why? Do you want to see it at a lower point so you can buy in? I mean, right now it's at 0.000005 zeros and a 9. Put Gary G with the 3 when approved or rejected uh expression. Yeah, we'll have to do something. Um, we have no snow, we're we're away to get hit by a snow bomb this week. Not looking forward to it. Rather have rain. Uh yeah, I'd rather have rain than snow. Uh, I was in the car with Hayden yesterday. I was like, and with Harper, and I was saying I'd rather have I'd rather have rain, and they were like, I'd rather have snow. I like playing in the snow, and I'm like, as an adult, you don't like snow. As a child, you like snow because I have to take it off my driveway and off of the sidewalk every time we have snow, and I also have to shovel out um, the front of the driveway and the mailbox and all this other stuff, where it's just too much work. It is exercise that is needed, but still something that gets in the way. Let's check out the rest of the market. We've been talking a lot about Christmas trees and other stuff. Currently, the market is at a $1.68 trillion market cap. So that's come down from a $1.7 trillion market cap. And Bitcoin is down to $45,000 right now. And we're seeing Ethereum that's slowly decreasing a little bit. It was at 2,400, but now is at 2,300 or high 2,300. So closing in on 2,400, but lower than that. BNB is down to 293. I think that rhymes. BNB is down to 293. That sucks for my position because I think my liquidation price is like 283 or something. So yeah, I think it's like 283. Yeah, 283 there. So it's down quite a bit. 50% that's there. So give me 1 second. All right. So yeah, that little girl was calling for daddy, so I had to be there. You know, Black Swan event, the Christmas tree catches fire. Um, let's not say that. Um, my Christmas tree or crypto tree, the crypto tree catches fire. I mean, this one, I don't even know. This one right here will not catch fire unless I throw some fire on it. Uh, so it won't catch any fire. I don't believe it will. Yeah, there we go. We got some fire on the scene because the crypto market is on fire. Uh, I don't know what my problem is. So if the Bitcoin ETF gets approved, when do you think Ripple will submit for XRP ETF? Um, so it's not Ripple submitting for the ETF. It's like the certain financial institutions like Fidelity and BlackRock that apparently have already shown interest into the XRP ETF, um, but it's not 100% confirmed, right? So that's where we stand with that. So I don't know how long it takes, but eventually you end up seeing any specific news. Not right now. Um, but yeah, but then it eventually, like as you look at crypto overall, you eventually see people that get interest in a Solana ETF, an XRP ETF, a all-encompassing ETF. Like I think that's going to be the case. BlackRock will be first, probably. They don't get denied much. I've been able to I have been unable to find any specific time other than a decision I'd be made today. Yeah, the decision will be made today. Grayscale has shown the initial interest. From what I heard, yes. Got you. I honestly didn't know that. The more you know. Yeah, I mean, there's always something everybody's learning. I'm always learning new things. There was a segment today on Good Morning America talking about the scams and social media hacks. The timing, a coincidence? Is a coincidence? Are you saying is a coincidence? Yeah, the timing is a coincidence. It's hidden behind this damn emoji that they have at the bottom, or whatever it is. The heart that's there. They're reporting end of day approval. I mean, it'll be cool. I don't know if I'll have to try and be live throughout majority of the day, but I want to upload my videos. I want to get them recorded as soon as possible so that I can upload them. Well, you know what? I didn't put any things in this. So let me go ahead and put this here. Give me a second. I got some things I need to do. Let's see. And I'll do that. Copy. Boom. And then I'm going to bring up something else. That's not it. Oh, where's their Twitter? Where is their Twitter? Here it is. Copy, paste. What's the other position? For some reason, I can't think of the positions that I was talking about. Oh, being. Let me see. Let me go to Beam. So I like that position. Scroll down. I got to look at the website. Copy. Sorry, I'm just typing something up really quick. Making sure I got everything together. And I will get back to the market in a couple of seconds. Let's do that. Come on. Twitter. Twitter. Copy. That position. Let's look at this. Let's get out of this. Sorry, give me a second. I apologize. Website. Twitter. There's one more thing I need to do, and then I'm done. Then I'll get back into the markets and what's going on, and I'll get into the chat. Again, I apologize. I thought I had this done, but I didn't. Okay. Boom. There we go. All right. So let's see what's happening in the chat. Let me take out the fire. We don't need the fire there. All right, we got 479 people that are here, and we have 404 likes. Thank you guys for watching. Had to leave Rumble. Hit the like here too. Good morning. Well, thank you for being over there from Rumble. I appreciate it. I do want to go over there and answer some questions. Have you heard of? I read that game release is coming soon. Good morning, Matt. Smack that like button. Yes. Yes, I agree with the morning stream. It's been nice to listen to before it gets crazy in my home. Good morning, Matt. How are you doing this morning, brother? Much love from California. I'm doing pretty good. I can't really complain. I would love to see the market absolutely explode, but yeah, I can't really like truly complain. I like where I am. I like the live streams that I have, and I like all the people that are here. So thank you for being a part of that as well. Hey Matt, what do you think of Polygon? What do I think of Polygon? So I like Polygon. I've been like back and forth on whether I should or shouldn't like invest into it. That's not right. That is not right. Matic. There we go. It came up as Polygon ecosystem token. So I do like Matic. I'm back and forth with investing into this. I think it is at a good price. I think it has so much more upside, especially looking at the circulating supply, understanding that there's only 10 billion that's there, and it will just be the 10 billion. You're looking at 95% of the supply that is introduced, so there's no type of dilution within it. Currently at a 7 billion or 8 billion dollar market cap, shows a lot of upside and where it can go. $600 million worth of volume. Again, so many places that it is available. I think it will be worth a lot more than where it is right now. But I don't really hear too much, like too many people that are talking about it, right? There's not many people that are creating conversations over Matic. It's usually hovering around Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, some of the meme coins. I don't really hear Matic that's brought up a lot. And I like to know that there's a lot of popularity. Granted, there is popularity. You can see $600,000 or $600 million that's going through this in volume. It's just, it's not talked about enough, you know? Like I want to be in something that's kind of exciting. And some other plays I have aren't really that exciting. And I probably should have a position in Matic as well to know that it's kind of a, for me at least, a guaranteed, what I believe is a guaranteed return. Um, so I don't know. It's a little bit of a tricky situation. I'm not in it right now. Matic is migrating to Poly and will have an infinite supply. Is that true? I mean, I would imagine it's true, but I want to make sure that that's the case. Hey, bro, what do you think about ADA Cardano? Big fan of ADA. I did sell some ADA. I sold $3,000 worth to buy Grok, but I still do have 2,000 of it, and I do plan on putting that 3,000 back after Grok does make a move. And if it doesn't, then oh well. I still have a position in ADA and still believe that that's going to be worth a lot, but I just want to kind of give up some of that position to make a lot to eventually put that back and have some extra in reserve. You know what I mean? But I like Cardano overall. I think it's going to be worth probably a 200 plus billion-dollar market cap. Some people believe a lot further than that. People that are just fans of Cardano or are Cardano like maxis, right, or whatever. I believe you could see so much more of future potential or future growth within it. But I'm giving it like a $200 billion market cap, maybe 250. What's your biggest position? By the balance, I would say um, Terra Luna Classic. Actually, Terra Luna Classic came down in price. So if I'm talking about the balance, it would have to be um, what is that position? Can't think about it for some reason. It is CRO. There you go. The next position after that would be XRP. Um, and then you would start to get into a fight on what's next, right? You have Jasmine, you have Grok, you have Krill Coin. So those are my positions. What happened to the free D? I came for the analysis and I stayed for the D. Free the what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Please clarify. Um, hey Matt, what price prediction do you think Vault Inu reaches by the end of this bull run? I'm not really the biggest fan of Vault Inu at all, so I don't know. I would say probably probably two times what the all-time high was. I still do think they may have some hype and potential behind them because the community is still there. So I expect render to 2x with hopefully this approval. Render is currently at what, a $2 billion market cap? RNDR is currently at a $2 billion market cap, 1.3 billion-dollar market cap. So 2x from here. I believe the all-time high was like a $2 billion market cap, right? So close to a $2 billion market cap. It was worth more over here. price wise. But when we talk about the market cap, it was worth, less or just that amount. So you might see a bounce off this point. However, you also might not. Because crypto market is not something that holds supports and resistance as well. I've noticed that. But yeah, it's sitting with 70% of the supply that's out there. So you're not going to see crazy like major dilution. But the ultimate dilution or fully diluted market cap would be at 1.9 billion or $2 billion dollars of a market cap. Yeah, CRO is a sleeper. 100%. CRO is definitely a sleeper play. CRO to $2. Yeah, I think CRO to $2 to $3. I look at it at a level where it's like a $22 billion market cap. It's been there. If you don't expect that your position that you truly believe in is going to increase over the all-time highs, like what do you expect for like Bitcoin? Are you expecting that Bitcoin only reaches $69,000? Like I heard from some people that are huge cryptocurrency or CRO fans, and even borderline partners with CRO that only believe CRO is going to get to a dollar and believe that's the place that everybody should sell. And if it gets to a dollar, get out and be happy with the position that you do have. Don't be a person that holds onto that position for a longer period of time. Just sell it at a level of a dollar because that's the highest it's going to get to as an investor. You might as well not invest any further, right? I truly believe that a $3, $4 price point is doable. That's $3 is less than a $100 billion market cap. $2 is double the price of where it was at its all-time high, which I believe a bull run, a newer bull run, does show you whatever does survive and whatever is a major player within an exchange, 100% will find a way to get past the all-time highs as well as 2x over the all-time highs. So CRO to $2, I believe, is a no-brainer. I think it will happen. Just know that between $1.25 and $1.50, I will be making a move to sell 10,000 of my CRO just to be able to capture my initial investment, maybe a little bit more, right? It may be 20,000 that I sell at that point, but the point is that I'm selling a smaller amount of what I'm holding. And I know that I'm holding 40,000 over here. I know that I'm holding 30,000 over there. So the point is that I'm looking to gain a decent amount with it, but not totally give up on the position and know that there's so much more upside. Because what could happen, and I'm saying could, right? They've already burned off 70% of their coins, right? So when they had 100 billion coins total, they burned off 70 billion themselves. They decided to burn that off. Well, now you see that it has kind of a natural like inflation, right, to it, but it only has a max supply overall because as people unstake, as you have more rewards for staking, that's what you're receiving within the 5 billion that they do have. So people are staking a certain amount. You have a certain amount in pools that you are receiving rewards from. So as time goes on, those rewards start to get lesser and lesser, where it's like maybe 5% that you're receiving, right? 5% APY, which is honestly still good, but the price of CRO is up to, I don't know, is up to $5 or $10 or something. And as it gets up, well, let's just say it's $3 at that point. If they decide to do anything else to where they are going to burn off more to kind of compete with where BNB is, because BNB has a natural burn to it, now you see a higher price ceiling. You never know what could happen. And nobody thought that we would see a 70 billion coin burn from CRO. And guess what we saw? A 70 billion coin burn. So who really knows if they're going to burn off another 70% or burn off 99%? Who really knows what they're going to do? Obviously, they don't have 99% to do that, but they do have the money that they can generate to create any type of burns that they want to decrease that supply if they truly wanted to. And that means that you see a massive price from where CRO is right now to where it will be in the next 10 years. That's all depending on if they decide to do that. However, even in the short term, you see massive gains from a level of 10 cents or 8 cents up to a dollar, $2, and so on and so forth. So I'm a big fan of CRO and everything that they're used for. And when you look at the use by itself, you understand that there's so much that's flowing in and out of this CRO, or when you look at CRO and how it's flowing in different places, right? It flows to different accounts based on the rebates that people get. It flows to different accounts and based on the cards that are being used. There's a certain amount that's staked that has a larger use case for people to hold it so that, they stake it and they have the benefit of having the cards, or they have the benefit of having the extended rewards in being able to stake BTC and Ethereum and USDT, USDC, all of those things. So many different use cases for CRO lead to a lot higher prices in the future. That's what I see. Is the ETF approved now? No, it's not approved right now. 5 p.m. Eastern. Is that when you think it's going to be? I don't have any type of time. I've looked at a lot of things and I have no time that's telling me it's going to be approved at this time or the decision is going to happen at this time. I don't think that's the case. Lunic for life, hit the like button, guys, and mainstream media needs to let Elon Musk get zooted. What is that? It's his life. I don't know what that is. Thanks, Casper. I'm barely. Is it Casper or CPR? Thanks, CPR. I'm barely waking up in California. Is there any sort of deadline? I mean, the deadline is today for just the ARC 21. Is that what it is? ETF approval, but it's not the deadline for all of them. So that's where it's like you see any ETF that's approved, it's a great sign, right? But there's a chance that you may see multiples that are approved. I want to swap my USTC on station for XRP. Where can I go to do that? You have to have the ability to trade USTC. You could swap your USTC for Terra Luna Classic, I believe, on station. And then you can also send that Terra Luna Classic over to Kraken, where you can sell it and buy XRP. You won't be able to swap it directly for it, but you can sell it for it. That's like working all day then. Get back and them saying you're fired. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe it was something that I said and I can't remember. Oh, zooted. Hi, I didn't know that was a term. I'm old. I'm 32. 30, yeah, 32. I thought I was 33 already. No, 33 very soon. Matt, what's up? What's going on? How you doing, crypto color lights? I think you can send USTC straight to Kraken. Can you? Is USTC on Kraken? Let me get this Christmas tree out of here. USTC. Why am I typing in USTC? I need to go to Kraken. What is my problem? I need to go to Kraken. So Harper and I opened up some of these packs yesterday on like a video. I'm not putting her on any video. I just have it for myself and my family file. But we opened up some of these packs and, she loves the Loricana trading cards and being able to open up those things. And also I like them because anything that has collectibles, I try and gain as much value as possible. But it was great to be able to do that with her and open up those trading cards and do anything that really she likes to do. So I don't know, proud dad, you know. Let's see. Is there ability to do that? USTC. USTC. So there's no, you can't find USTC over here. Is it UST? Oh, it is UST. So you could buy UST Terra Classic USD. It's listed as UST on this platform where you can buy directly. So you should be able to send it. So you can, let's see, deposit. If you're depositing, yeah, you can send it directly to Kraken. That's good to know. I didn't know that. Can you send it on the Terra Classic network? Only send UST from the Terra Classic network. Deposits other assets. So yeah, you can send it from the Terra Classic network. It doesn't give you any other network there. Can you send? Can I send a Luna from the Terra Classic network? What's going on here? That's being weird. Uh, Lunic. It still gives me Luna. Oh, it's Luna and Luna 2. So they didn't change any of the names. That's why. It's Luna and Luna 2. Unable to show price for Luna. Refresh it. Why? But if I wanted to deposit, only deposit Luna from the Terra Classic network. That's great. It means if I wanted to sell it, I could just send it directly over here and I can sell whatever I needed to sell. If I wanted to sell some of it. X will collab with XRP. I don't know. I think they'll collab with Grok. Lorcana first chapter Enchanted Elsa is worth $400 raw. I know. I've been looking for it. It was worth $800 at one point. Some of the other ones that I have are worth like $10 or $20. I did Harper. We opened 3 packs together, right? And she picked all of the packs, and we found 3 legendary cards within those packs. And I was like, how are you doing this? How are you finding these legendary packs at this moment? And they were good. They were good. So I have 3 legendary cards that I added to what I have there, and Harper was able to keep whatever cards we had elsewhere. The SEC really needs to drag it out to the last minute for the decision. What is the point in dragging it out? I don't know. The crazy thing is when they have like, so for the crypto market, it's going to be difficult for them because what they're used to is having any type of impact to the markets, like say the stock market. If you see earnings calls, a lot of those earnings calls will happen after the market close because you want to see movement in the after hours market where majority of hedge funds have that manipulation, have that ability to manipulate as much as they want. But for the crypto market, you're not going to see that, right? There's no downtime to the market. It's always open. It's always flowing. It could be 1 in the morning, 5 in the morning. It could be 3 in the afternoon, 9 o'clock at night. It doesn't matter what time it is. It will always be functioning, always be running. And that's something that's going to be a change up for them. They may still have things that are released towards the end of the day. But we'll see. Auction coin as well hit $48 last month and now at $18. Auctions at $18. That's good. So that's Balancer, I want to say. Right? I'm pretty sure. So I invested into that a while ago and I had to sell it during the downtime or the negative time in the market. But that's not Balancer. That's or maybe it is. I don't know. Bounce. It's Bounce. Auction. Bounce token. Knew what it was. So yeah, I invested into this position a while ago, a long time ago, and ended up as it got introduced on Coinbase and we saw the kind of decrease of the position. I want to see how it looks over, let's say, the last year. As we did see that decrease in the position because it went all the way up here, came down to here. I invested somewhere around here and saw this rise up. I didn't end up taking any type of profit from it because I was waiting for something bigger. But then obviously, as you saw in November, everything started to fall. So I didn't end up taking that profit. However, I did take out money from it when I believe we were approaching the low points. So somewhere around, I want to say here, I did consolidate a lot of stuff. But then everything really started to fall down even more and got to a lower point where it was worth about $4. And somewhere around these points right here, I saw this as an opportunity. And I was like, if I have any money, I'm going to dive into those positions. Well, I didn't really have any more money. I was just starting to maybe pick back up a little bit on YouTube, but I was starting to add a little bit more live streams, longer videos, stuff like that. Heard the 5 o'clock was the deadline. I hope it gets approved before 5 o'clock, but you never know. Um, but yeah, is the fall in crypto prices due to the tweet that the SEC got hacked and the ETF still not approved, rather than being a sell the news event? So yeah, you can tell it was supposed to be a larger push to it, and I don't know. I think people will be hesitant now, and I think they wanted that, right? Maybe that was the case, right? And I don't know. We can't prove it, but I do believe that we were supposed to see a larger increase, but we were going to see probably a bounce off of 50,000, and there may have been a chance where we surpass 50,000 and get up to the 55,000 level or 54,000 level. However, we didn't get a chance to see that because it was the post was fake. So with that fake post, now people are going to be hesitant in buying into this position as the ETF is approved, because they're like, well, what if it's not real? And also, now what if that took away all momentum that it did have, and now it's only a sell the news type of event rather than a buy the news? So it's a tricky situation that we're in, and it seems like the SEC keeps getting us in these tricky situations where we have a dip in the entire market because Gary Gensler wants to come out and say, oh, well, you probably shouldn't trust crypto. And then you have another website or people that are tweeting saying the SEC is not going to approve any of the spot Bitcoin ETFs, and everything's going to get denied, and it's going to be a large rug pull and all these other things that really collapsed everything. And now you have this that happened, right before the ETF. Why couldn't this come out well before then? Like, it's just horrible timing to do it the day before. Decision stretched out till the end of trading day, 5 Eastern. They need a reason to delay the approval. Probably. Whatever happened to the guy who filed the false XRP ETF? Uh, exactly. It's all manipulation. Gensler is a crook. Seems that way. It does seem that way. Have you seen Yearn Finance? Wait, Yearn Finance is at 7K. Honestly, that's a good play. Um,